What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to give my review on game week 26 in the Premier League. First game, Midlands derby between Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest. I predicted a 3-2 Villa win. They won 4-2, I was very close. The first half was absolutely phenomenal from Aston Villa. They were by far the better team. They could have scored 5 or 6 in that first half in all honesty, but yeah, they scored the 3. Forest did get a goal back right at the end of the half. Douglas Luiz scored 2 goals, Watkins also got on the score sheet. Bailey was playing really well. In the second half though, Forest actually started pretty well. You know, they got a goal very early on and they should have equalised as well when Elanga had a really big chance that he fluffed. Villa have actually conceded a lot of goals from corners this season. Only Burnley and Sheffield United have conceded more, which is a bit of a concern. Villa restored a more commanding lead. Tielemans hit the post just before as well, so yeah, they got their deserved win. Brighton Hove Albion against Everton. I predicted a 2-1 Brighton win. Ended up being a 1-1 draw with a 95th minute equaliser for Brighton. Jarrad Brentford was a rock at the back for Everton. His positioning was great, his tackling was great, and his goal was just a real peach of a strike. He took it like a striker, brilliant first touch, smashed it across goal. He might be a better striker than Dominic Calvert-Lewin. You know, he's gone 20 games without a goal. Brentford scored 2 in 4 despite playing as a centre back. That's what I'm going to say. Gilmour got a red card as well. Absolutely horrific challenge on Onana. Straight red was the right call. Luckily, Onana didn't seem to be too badly affected by it. But Lewis Dunk, who's making his 400th league appearance, scored an equaliser in the 95th minute. Brilliant moment for him as a boyhood Brighton fan, you know, local lad and everything. Came through their youth system, it's just really nice to see. And after the game, it was also confirmed that Everton's points deduction has been reduced from 10 points to 6. Really big news for them. That means the gap to their relegation zone has increased significantly and they're looking good to stay up. Crystal Palace against Burnley, I predicted a 2-1 Palace win. They ended up winning 3-0. Partly why it was so easy for them is because in the first half, Josh Brownhill got himself sent off. Really, really poor once again from Burnley. You know, the way they tried to play it from the back and they made another mistake. James Trafford played it to Brownhill, who was just not in a position to receive the ball. He took out Lerma. He's about to score, so it was the right call to send him off. But they've been doing that all season, Burnley, man. Like, every game there's a mistake in them at the back. It was also Glaston's first game as Palace boss. Not a bad way to start off. That should now mean Palace are more than safe from relegation. Man United against Fulham. I predicted a 1-0 Man United win. They lost 2-1, and they deserved to lose as well. Now, I knew they were going to struggle with that Højlund, but Jesus, defensively they were really poor. In the first half, with all Fulham, you know, they bypassed the midfield with so much ease. Casemiro ain't got the legs to play in there anymore, man. You've got to move them on. Bring in a new lad bring in Palhinha from Fulham, who wasn't even playing in this game. They played this well without their best player. Like, that's embarrassing from Man United. Fulham had chances, both sides hit the post. Maguire potentially could have been sent off. Personally, I think it wasn't a red because he caught him quite low, but I could have seen it given. The second half was a bit more even, but Fulham was still the better team and they deserved to win, and they did win. Now, after the game, Ten Hag was talking about the bigger picture still being bright, and it's just not, it's not correct. They've been playing really badly the past few games, but they were getting the results. In this game, they performed badly and they got a bad result. They remind me a lot of Tottenham from last season, man. Playing poorly, getting results, and eventually it's going to crumble. Is that point now? I don't know, but it's not looking good for them. Bournemouth against Manchester City, I predicted a 3-1 City win. They ended up winning 1-0. First off, I thought City were quite good. You know, they looked like they were in control. They looked like they could score with every attack in the first half. Bournemouth had their moments, Kirkus had a long shot and stuff. Man City went 1-0 up through Phil Foden. Haaland should have done better with his shot, but Foden was there to pick up the rebound, and Haaland also should have scored himself earlier in the half. Really poor effort from him. He had a really poor game in my opinion, once again. In the second half, Bournemouth were by far the better team, and they should feel really unlucky that they didn't get at least a point from this. There had a lot of chances. Tavernier missed a couple of sitters. Unal almost scored right at the end, his first appearance, coming on as an 88th minute sub. Imagine he rescued a point against Man City. What an introduction that would have been. It's another game now that Bournemouth have lost. They're in a really poor run of form. Another game that Man City haven't played particularly well in, but they've got a result. And obviously, you know, we know how good Man City are. It's really important that they do get results given the position they're in. They did do this without De Bruyne and Doku for the majority of the match. Obviously, Man City will pick their performance levels up in the coming weeks. You know, I'm not too worried about them. Arsenal, Newcastle. I predicted a 2-1 Arsenal win. They won 4-1, and this was one of the most dominant displays I've seen, man, especially in the first half. Newcastle couldn't get out of their own third, man. It was only 2-0 at half-time. It should have been 4 or 5. Arsenal literally had their hands around Newcastle's necks. They were suffocating them so badly. And this is what we really like about Arsenal. You know, we know they can play the more Man City style way, slow build up, and, you know, slowly creating a chance, but they can also press really hard and really high. And they did that so well in this game, and they've been doing that so well the last few games as well. Odegaard's form has been excellent. He was once again really good in this game. Jorginho, he's come into the team when he's needed to and been really good, just dictating the play. Rice being able to play further forward, once again had an absolutely mammoth game, and he was so good. He is such a good player. I love the bloke so much, and I really like seeing him play in the more advanced role as well. Martinelli and Saka were both very good. Saka scored a really nice goal. Havertz was good as well. Probably should have scored another goal though. Newcastle were a bit better in the second half, especially at the start. They had a couple chances maybe should have done a bit better with. I thought Karius had a good game. Despite Arsenal scoring 4 goals, I thought he did well. He couldn't really do anything about them, and he did well when he was called upon and had to make a save. But that is the 5th consecutive game that Saka has scored in the Premier League. He is on an insane run of form right now. Wolves against Sheffield United. I predicted a 2-1 Sheffield United win. Wolves won 1-0. But Sheffield United should feel really, really disappointed themselves they didn't get at least a point here, because they were by far the better team. Wolves did start the game pretty well. They scored after 20 minutes. There was a scrap between Robinson and Vinicius Souza. Souza almost got sent off because it looked like he almost hit Robinson in the face. It was an absolute mess. But after that Wolves goal, Sheffield United were a better team, for the rest of the first half. They had some big chances with McAtee, with Brewster as well. And in the second half, they continued that dominance. They were the better team. Jones started to make a few saves. I think if Archer had played in this game, Sheffield United would have won without any real question. They were by far the better side, like I've said. And a player of his calibre would have been able to put away some of the chances that the other players couldn't. It would have been brilliant to see Sheffield United win here and see him potentially have a chance of surviving. But yeah, I think that's pretty much gone now, especially with Everton's points deduction reducing. It's looking almost impossible now for Burnley or Sheffield United to stay up. And West Ham against Brentford, I predicted a 3-1 win for the Hammers. They won 4-2, and Jared Bowen, that is my boy. Jared, I love you so much. If you see this, you're a goat. Adam McPhail got me 20 points, so thank you. Yeah, West Ham started this game like a house on fire, mate. Within 7 minutes, they'd scored 2 goals, both of them from Bowen. First goal was a really nice finish at the near post. Second goal, more of a poacher's sort of goal. He found himself in space in the box, one touch, and it was in the net. And they should have been up by more going into the half-time break. They were really good. It was 2-1. Brentford scored pretty soon after West Ham's second, but yeah, they weren't very good at all, Brentford. I think we saw the importance of Lucas Paquetá in this game though, man. He was really good once again. West Ham were finally able to create some chances again. Bowen was obviously very good as well, but I thought Soufal, Souček and Emerson were really, really solid. Emerson's goal, by the way, what a peach that was, man. Long shot, straight in the top corner. An arrow, mate. Brentford looked kind of threatening towards the end of the game. They had a couple chances. Ariella made a couple good saves, a couple big blocks in there as well. But yeah, they didn't deserve anything. I think the only player from Brentford that actually deserves any credit from this game is Keane Lewis-Potter. He was the only player that looked lively, that looked like they were up for it a little bit. Brentford didn't deserve anything and they didn't get anything. A lot of their fans now also think they're in a bit of danger, which I love to see. Hopefully they are in danger and we see them back in the Championship next season. That's what I thought of the game week. Let me know what you thought in the comments below and I'll see you soon.